Thank you very much, Naledi. It was on the 2nd of February when we were told that 7 people were found shot to death in a mud flat in Qunu, here in the Eastern Cape in Mthatha. I remember Qunu falls under Biki area, which is mostly, every time we hear that people are getting killed there. We thought that they were killed because of stock theft, but it turned out that it was drug related. When we went there, we were told by a local chief of Mthatha that that house where the bodies were found is a drug den, and the lady of that house, an 80-year-old woman, told us that she has been seeing a lot of young people going in and out of that house, but she didn't know that her grandson was selling drugs. So when we got there, we were told by the police that there were also 3 females who were also part of the people who were and that all the bodies were piled up on top of each other. And right now we have spoken to the investigating officer of this case, who is saying that the suspect was arrested in Gauteng, in Soweto, in a girlfriend's house, and that remember that last week, or rather 2 weeks ago, a reward of 50,000 rand was issued for anyone with information that will lead to the arrest of the suspect. And indeed he was arrested, and the investigating officer just told us that he will be appearing in court just after 10.
At this point, the motive for the murders, and also just how much do we know about the suspect, Fundiswa?
At the moment, we don't know anything about him, but on that day of the murders, we were told that he is a neighbor of one of the deceased, and that he was related to 3 of the deceased people. So we will hear more about him when he appears in court today.
Okay, so let's talk about what we're expecting to hear from the court today, with the process and certainly what's on the agenda as we go into the court this morning. Fundiswa.
Excuse me, Naledi?
Well, talk to us about what we're expecting from the courts this morning, Fundiswa.
We've been told that the Provincial Commissioner of the Police, Ms. Mthatha Magistrates, is coming to court, as well as Provincial Spokesperson Brigadier Thembinkosi Kinana is also here. We have seen some other police officers from around the province, from Queenstown, Warrant Officer Namhla Mdleleni, Warrant Officer Nceba Mshiyo. They are also here in court. But we are yet to see who else is inside the court.
And at this point, we don't know if any other people were involved in these murders, Fundiswa?
We don't know at this moment, but remember, Naledi, on that day when we were there at Qunu, we were told that there are other 3 people who were killed at nearby Tanzeka village, but we don't know if these 2 incidents are related. We would hear if there is any relation to these murders, but at this moment we don't know. What we know is that this 34-year-old suspect who is appearing is the first to be arrested in connection with the 7 murders.
Yeah, I'm interested in hearing just some of the timeline, Fundiswa, if you will, right? The crimes were committed at the beginning of February in Qunu. How soon afterwards was this suspect arrested, and also what led to investigations going all the way to Soweto in Gauteng?
Yes, you will remember that on the 2nd of February, 2 incidents happened. And in both incidents, the suspects were not arrested here in Mthatha. 2 suspects were arrested in Boksburg, and this one, in relation to the Qunu murders, was arrested in Gauteng. So we don't know if maybe these incidents related, but we are yet to see or hear when the court proceed if these two incidents are indeed related.
Yeah.